Welcome to my channel, mother suckers. Hey, I am Eloho, your favorite unicorn on the internet. In today's video, Pigga and I, we have more of a cozy setup, aka I didn't feel like setting up. Okay, maybe like that sometimes, right? But this video is gonna be rather quick. As you can tell from the title of the video, I wanted to come on here and give some commentary on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 12, episode 2. I used to be a really huge fan of the show and watch it all the time, but I took a little break, so I just started up with this season. And girl, y'all let me know if y'all want me to do like breakdowns of different episodes or reactions of different episodes and create a playlist for that. But I did want to talk about a topic that is kind of going like semi-viral: colorism on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, pertaining to Eva Marcel. Now, I was first introduced to Eva on America's Next Top Model, and that was my girl. Like, I was rooting for a couple of them, okay? We had a couple of black girls on there, and I was rooting for all. And Eva ended up being one of the winners of the show. So to see Eva on this show, it was kind of like weird for me, because I'm like, I don't know her in that light. But, you know, she's kind of making her way and kind of settling in, and she's kind of becoming one of the girls. So let me just rewind. Doing my research on this, I found that there was some possible colorist comments that Eva did make last season or on previous seasons, in which she said that one of the dark-skinned girls was black without the Q. And the internet had their way with it, as the internet does, and she came back and said that she's not colorist. And when she said black without the Q, she wasn't referring to her skin tone, she was referring to the girl group Black. Now, people took that whatever way they wanted. You know, people said that she was lying, she was just covering up because she didn't want to be seen as a colorist. Now, I think that when it comes to this conversation, that it is fair that we hear each other out. Like, somebody recently just told me that I was transphobic because I said you can't drag a queen. Okay, you know, sometimes a play on words will have people out here calling you something that you're not. So I'm not gonna just say that she's colorist based off of that, or say that that's what she meant, because she could have been making a play on words and she meant something else, but people took it as something else, like they did with me. I'm just saying. So Porsha went on Dish Nation and she was giving her reactions to the things that Eva was saying. And I will say that in this episode, again, the last time I really saw Eva in like full TV mode was years ago on Top Model. But what I will say is, like, damn, there she go, Eva the diva. You know, like, she's hella pregnant right now, right? And she's just giving me like all the hormones in a 20-minute clip. Like, how long is the show? Like an hour? Okay, it's all of the hormones in an hour episode. It was just like, damn, like, and if you've ever been around pregnant women, you know, sometimes they could be as sweet as pie, and then sometimes it's like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and head out. Hit me up when you having a baby, girl, because that's the next time I want to see your ass, okay? So I think she was having a mommy moment, a pregnant mommy moment, and she was basically tearing Porsha.
Porsha just had a baby, and I tiptoed around her whole little feelings. Come on now, bitch, you want me to go off. Porsha, you got enough bullshit going on in her life, but she can converse about that.
Bun, turn down, Bun.
She needs a business.
All right, I'm
gonna afford her a lot of these
dresses on.
vlogs so she can mind that business.
She still got her C-section healing. She over here worried about somebody else's babies.
Ooh, leave Eva alone. Let her have his baby.
So I guess in the short of it, I guess in normal housewife stuff, you know, something will happen. Like, she didn't bring her kids to Kenya's party. I asked her, hey, why you didn't bring your kids? She told me why. True housewife fashion. I then told Kenya, dang, I thought she was going to bring her kids. This is why she said she didn't bring them. Very simple. Then it turned into Cynthia telling her that Kenya kind of felt some type of way about her reasoning and not why she wanted to bring her kids.
Oh, wow.
And then she went in on Kenya, which was really extreme. And then what was even more extreme was she went, like, real deep on me.
I thought y'all were cool.
I did too. No, I did too. A friend would not go in like that. I just thought she went too hard. And it wasn't
That was a lot. That was a lot.
It was a lot. And then earlier in the episode, she called all of us nappy-headed. Like,
Yikes.
really?
And then she said
Like,
something
what?
about PJ. That I have a problem.
Yes.
I have a problem saying Dennis with a bow on and all that. Like, oh my God, like, this is horrible, because me, I feel like I'm in the middle.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna ride for Porsha regardless.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But we work with Eva in the mornings on the radio show, so I feel like I kind of, nobody mentioned it. I didn't see those two parts of the show. I saw some of the show because I was moving around.
This is bad.
I am highly, like, offended. Like, I sat this morning with her, we talked and kikied, and no, she didn't say anything like, girl, let me just explain to you what's going on. Maybe she thought I saw it, but, like, I'm offended, and I think it's Like, we all are supposed to be like a family.
When you hear what somebody say and it's your friend and you're like, nah, I ain't gonna take I'm gonna take it with a grain of salt, you know, because I know how this show is. And then she could have been mad. But then when I saw how she said it and the meanness and the hatefulness that was behind it, that's when I was like, okay, this is personal. And you felt this way for a while.
Brat is over here literally fumigating. I can feel the heat.
Porsha posts this and she says, Real House of Atlanta is in now. First of all, we C-section moms rock just as much as natural moms. Shaking my head. Why we always gotta be called nappy? Make it make sense. I'll address the rest later. Stay tuned. So in Eva's rant against Porsha, she was talking about, oh, Porsha, you know, she's not even healed up yet. She just had a C-section. She needs to be worried about her C-section. She needs to worry about her baby that looks like her baby daddy. And she needs to worry about her nappy hair. Or she made, I was trying my hardest to find this clip, y'all. I can't find it right now on the internet, but she made reference to the women on the show having nappy hair. She made reference to the women's edges, saying, you know, like, it's not enough edges in this group for me to gather these ponytails. I'm telling y'all, that's a pregnant read, but that might just be who that might be who Eva is as well. A few of you were definitely in my DMs asking me if I thought Eva was colorist, and what I thought about the things that she said. Now, one, me personally, I always like to give people the benefit of the doubt in situations like this, but patterns will definitely show you who a person really is, right? So last season she said she wasn't referring to Shamia's dark skin when she said she's black without the Q. She just was saying that she's not in the girl group. Okay, boom. But as we know, texturism falls under the umbrella of colorism. Black women with certain hair textures feel like they're better than black women with other hair textures. For an example, women with looser hair textures feel like their hair is prettier or better because it's quote unquote more desired than women who have kinkier hair textures. Now, obviously I got on a wig, but y'all know I got me some beautiful 4C hair, okay? And I feel like most of the women on the show, they wear wigs, they wear weaves, they wear extensions, they wear braids, but most of the women have type 4 hair, more so on the kinkier spectrum. And Eva has a looser curl. She's more in, like, I would say like the 3s or like a 4A. She's not past a 4A. I do want to say this, words like nigga, nappy hair, black, you know, like those words are really used interchangeably, and depending on how the person is saying it, you know that saying, like, it depends on, it's not always what you say, it's how you say it. I feel like there are certain words in the black community that we use interchangeably, all right? I could be using that same word to bless you, and I could be using that same word to curse you. So context definitely matters here. And when Eva was referring to them as nappy headed and y'all don't got enough edges for me to gather you, obviously she was saying it in a negative way. Now, me personally, I don't have a problem with the word nappy. I don't. And when I watch videos of like activists, black activists from like the 70s, the 80s, the 60s, when I look at those activists with their afros and they're talking about naps and nappy hair, it's something that they were proud about. You know what I mean? Like, yes, we have nappy hair. Nappy is beautiful. Nappy is happy. Y'all remember that tagline? Nappy, happy is nappy. Nappy is happy. Something like that. You know what I mean? So, and it's probably one of those things where we're able to turn something that's negative and give it a more positive connotation, like the word nigga, right? You know, taking these words back, reclaiming them, and being like, yes, my hair is nappy, and what the fuck is wrong with naps? You feel me? Now, do I think Eva is colorist? I would say no. I mean, I don't know this lady personally, but I don't think that she's colorist. I personally don't. I wouldn't go as far as to say that, oh, she does not like dark-skinned people, or she thinks that she's better than dark-skinned people because she's lighter. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't. Yeah, I mean, she's always surrounded by beautiful dark-skinned people and celebrating beautiful dark-skinned people from what I've been seeing from Eva. But I do think that, yes, sometimes as women, you know, we feel like whatever features that we have that's celebrated by men, that's celebrated by society, we can feel like in a catty moment, if other women don't have what I'm being praised for, it's negative. Now, when it comes to things like skin tone and hair, I just think like things like that is just really corny to use in a negative sense, because the rest of the world, the rest of the white world uses those things to bring us down, uses those things to kill us. I personally don't think we should be criminalizing nappy hair. I think at this point, Eva should really be treading lightly, especially with her history, especially knowing how much weight society right now has on protecting black women. Like, we not gonna let nobody, like, we don't care how you look, what you do, we're not gonna let nobody just come out here and really disrespect black women, especially dark-skinned black women, especially dark-skinned black women with type 4 hair, especially dark-skinned black women with type 4C hair. You understand? So yes, this is a very sensitive climate, as everybody likes to say, oh, you can't say nothing, you can't say nothing. And it's like, but why do you want to say these things? Like, why do you want to hold on to hate and discrimination? Why do you, like, when people defend stuff and like, oh, y'all just so sensitive, and I call my head and I call my kids nappy headed all the time and my kids is nappy headed and I'm nappy headed, I wasn't offended. But when you use the word in a negative context, you know exactly what you're doing. You're saying you're nappy headed ass, as if a nappy headed ass is a bad thing. Even if you ain't a critical thinker, child, you can use your brain, put 2 and 2 together and be like, oh, okay, she was using that in a negative connotation. Some women will feel a type of way until their daughters come out with that very thing. Now, Eva does have a daughter that has, I would say, a more kinkier hair texture than she does. Her daughter is completely gorgeous. Like, she's so cute. I love her kid. Like, her kid is so freaking cute. You know, and I know how much she loves her daughter, but come on, y'all. We've seen this time and time again, right? So we don't gotta keep reiterating this, but we've seen this time and time again where, you know, moms will look at their kids and be like, damn, I wish she had my hair. Damn, I wish she had my eyes. Damn, I wish she was my skin color. And, you know, obviously that's just trash as fuck, right? And that just creates self-hate into your child when you say things like that around your child, or even when you just say things like that in general. You know what I mean? If her daughter was to grow up and see her mom saying nappy head or y'all got nappy ass hair in a negative way, she might begin to look at herself away like, but mommy, like, what's wrong with nappy hair? I have nappy hair. Y'all let me know what you thought of this video down in the comment section. Do you feel like Eva was being colorist with these statements? Do you feel like sometimes we just say things out of anger and it was just a dig? Y'all let me know what y'all thought about this topic, and I'll see you at the next one. Be sure to subscribe. Hit the subscribe button, sis. You know you like my videos. You know you fuck with me. Like, we're not even gonna play this game today. I'll see you guys at the next one. Bye.